Assalamu alaikum. I wanted to do something really big right now, and as I've said in my previous video, in my honor to my dad, that I was born Muslim, but I also said that I had not really learnt too much about Islam. Well, maybe I didn't really quite say it that much, but I'll say it now. I didn't really learn too much about Islam as a child. There were so many things. I remember like the Eid prayers and stuff, but I guess it was more like a rebellion against being Muslim, because that was, you know, the religion of my dad, and as a kid it was like, you know, you kind of rebel against, as many a teenager you rebel. So I studied many different religions, and the morning after Dad died, and this is a really personal story, but the morning after Dad died, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was struck by a memory that to be honest with you, I've never had this as a memory. It was something that happened. It was something that happened frequently, but when it didn't happen anymore, I didn't really think about it too much. And every night that Dad was home, he would come into my bedroom and he would tuck me in and he would pray with me the Islamic prayers. And one of the things he always would say, which I realize now, was the Shahada. And when I started to, well, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll finish my first story first. And the morning after Dad had passed away, it wasn't even 24 hours yet. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had that memory of Dad's praying with me so strong that it was almost as if I could hear it and I could see it. That's how strong it was. It was the most amazing, incredible experience to have that memory. And later on that day, I told my husband when, because he was asleep at the time, and so I told him when he woke up, and I told him about what had happened, and that was a strange thing to happen, and you know, and maybe that was Dad contacting me and letting me know that he was okay and that he was there, but it was just really strange. Later on that day, I spoke to my mum, and of course, in the first few days, my mum and I were on the phone almost constantly. But we were talking, and she said, "You know, Layla, the strangest thing happened this morning. At 8 o'clock my time, exactly 8 o'clock, which was 5 o'clock exactly my time, and we had both looked at the clock when it happened. She said, I heard the Muslim prayers being sung, almost like someone was praying in the house." And she had a friend who was staying with her the first few days, her and my sister, and she's Muslim, and she thought maybe she was singing, but and she was doing the prayer, but she was still asleep at that time. And she said, but it was so strong in her room, and then suddenly, as if a whole choir joined in and started singing the Muslim prayers. She said it was so prevalent in her room, and the vibration and the feeling was just amazing. And it happened at the exact same time that memory came to me. And so fast forward to today, to right now, which is about a month and a half later. I am ready to take my Shahada and to do it here with all of you. So I'm going to try to remember, but I do have a little cheat sheet in front of me, just in case I forget some of it. So here goes. I testify that there is no God but God, and I testify that Muhammad is a messenger of God. And now in Arabic. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Okay. Wow. It's like, you know, this is something that my dad wanted for so long. And I fought on him about it. But not really fighting. I was just, because he never fought. It was just, I was resolute. And he's like, it's okay, whatever you want, I love you, you're my angel, you're my daughter, you're my baby, and whatever you want, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. And I so remember when he asked me, do you think there will ever be a time in your life when you might consider Islam to be your religion? And at the time, how I said to him, no, I'm not going to say no, but right now it's not on the books. And here I am. And I am a Muslim. I am Muslim. Alhamdulillah. I can, you know, I just know that this is something that my dad would be so happy about, and that he would so be rejoicing. And I am really happy to have shared it with you. And if you have any questions or comments, please do leave them. I don't know if I'll be able to answer everything because I'm still really, really new, even though it's who I am and what I am, and I always have been. And I really, really, right here, stop everything, and I just really want to thank Peter, Dawa Addict, and Bonsai Sky also. Like, you guys, you know, Dawa Addict, you've been a really great friend and a lot of source of information for me. And if you haven't already, do check out Dawa Addict and Bonsai Sky. You guys have so got it on the mark, and thank you. And assalamu alaikum.